What's up, guys? So, once again, the Druze have come out in full force. This Jolani guy in Syria has been kidnapping and doing all kinds of horrible things to Druze in Syria. You know, because the Druze are not, they have a different religion. They're considered by, I guess, some Sunni Arabs to be kofrim, you know, like infidels. So the president of this de facto president or leader of Syria, Jolani, decided first he's going to go after Shiites or Alawites, and then now he's going to go after the Druze community in southwest Syria, close to the Golan Heights, who, by the way, have relatives in the Golan Heights, Druze relatives who live in Israel. And today we have those relatives going crazy and demanding that the IDF do something about this. See, my friends, for me, it's not so much about the Druze, even though I respect them a lot. I think they're an integral part of Israeli society, and they've helped us a lot, you know, in the last few years. There was a famous, a Druze, actually a couple of these guys. There was a terrorist attack in Har Nof in Jerusalem where a Druze basically lost, I think he lost his life trying to save Jews. And there was another one actually also lost his life on the Temple Mount. So, a few years ago. My friends, it seems to me that everybody in the Middle East understands how the Middle East works, except for certain elements in the Israeli government. Or those elements do understand how the Middle East works, but they are intent on, you know, doing things their way, thinking it would benefit. Or maybe not. Maybe they're doing it dafka to not benefit anybody. Right? The Druze understand, the Arabs understand, you know, the Circassians understand, I don't know, the Baha'i understand. Let's say if we go outside of Israel, the Sunnis, the Shiites, the Alawites, the Yazidis understand how things work. The Kurds understand how the Middle East works. Persians and Arabs, Turks, Ottoman, whoever. Every group within Islam or outside of Islam, the Christians understand how the Middle East works. You know, the Maronites in Lebanon. It seems like the only people who don't really, again, unless we do understand, the only people who don't act on their understanding of how the Middle East works are the Jews. Let's say the Sephardic Jews do, or wish they could. Ashkenazi Jews, depends who you ask. So, my friends, what's that meme? Be more like so-and-so? My friends, I don't know if you remember the story. Literally, a Druze walked into a hospital, it was a few months ago, maybe a year ago, and harmed a Palestinian, an Arab. I don't know if we should be doing that for doing something to his relative, to a Druze. A bunch of Druze came in. They came in like a horde. My friends, so when they do that, no one says anything to them. No one protests about, stop the Druze genocide of the Palestinians, you know, anti-Druze, chasing Druze down in America, right? My friends, honestly, at this point, given that they are trying to attack us anyway, you know, they're going into Orthodox neighborhoods in Brooklyn, Los Angeles, wherever else. So what's that, guys? Given that they're already doing this, we might as well be like the Druze. We might as well go crazy because our brothers and sisters in a certain part of the world are being harassed and slaughtered and whatever, right? We might as well demand that the IDF help them. And we might as well behave like them and just sometimes, when need be, take matters into our own hands. Yes. Yes. So, my friends, message to the Jews: be more like the Druze. It's as simple as that, guys. Because they understand the Middle East. Everybody understands the Middle East. It seems like we're the only ones who do not. And in the words of my friend, Professor Mordechai Kedar, welcome to the Middle East. Talk to you soon.